Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 8 show. We've got 16 games. Everybody's playing this week. I'm going to let you know who I think is going to win. I'll let you know who I think is going to lose. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. Other than that, I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful day. And without further ado, let's get to. And the first game we have of the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 8 show, we have the 5-1 Minnesota Vikings going on the road into SoFi Stadium to take on the 2-4 LA Rams. And the Vikings, they are one of the NFL's best teams. They're coming off of a loss, but only a 2-point loss to the Detroit Lions, while the Rams are coming in with a win over the Raiders at home last week. But I think the Minnesota Vikings are the better team, and I'm picking the Minnesota Vikings to beat the LA Rams. And now to the Sunday games. We kick things off at 1 p.m. The 4-2 Philadelphia Eagles going on the road into Paul Brown Stadium to take on Joe Burrow and the 3-4 Cincinnati Bengals. And I do think Joe Burrow is going to keep this to a one-possession game. But Philadelphia has just been playing really good as of late. They're coming off of a win last week, as I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. In our next game, we have the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens going on the road into the dog pound to take on the 1-6 Cleveland Browns. And whether it's Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry, the Baltimore Ravens offense is looking like one of the best offenses in all of the NFL. I don't think the Cleveland Browns are going to be able to stop this duo, and Cleveland has really been struggling to get points on the board with Deshaun Watson at the other end, and I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens to run roughshod on the Cleveland Browns. In our next game, we have the 1-5 Tennessee Titans going on the road into Ford Field to take on the 5-1 Detroit Lions. And Detroit coming off of a win against an undefeated Minnesota team on the road, no less. And Tennessee has just been struggling all year. They would be one of those 1-6 teams, but they had a bye already. And I don't see Detroit stumbling here. I'd be surprised if Tennessee even gets on the board here. I'm picking the Detroit Lions to beat the Tennessee Titans. And up next on the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 8 show, we have the 3-4 Arizona Cardinals going on the road into Hard Rock Stadium to take on the 2-4 Miami Dolphins. And honestly, I think this boils down to the quarterback position. When I look at Miami, I do realize that Tua Tagovailoa could be coming back this week, and even if he does, I really don't think he's at 100%. This is not the first concussion that this man has taken, and Arizona's Kyler Murray is just experienced. He'll be able to throw the ball, he'll be able to pass the ball. I'm picking the Arizona Cardinals to beat the Miami Dolphins. In our next matchup, we have the 2-5 New York Jets going on the road into Foxborough to take on the 1-6 New England Patriots. And New England has been horrible this year. That is my team, but they are horrible this year. Aaron Rodgers is going to show up. He's going to have a heck of a game. Drake May is probably going to have a good game too. Both of his starts, he's had at multiple touchdown passes. Wouldn't be surprised to see it again. But I think Aaron Rodgers' experience is going to be the X factor in this game, as I'm picking the New York Jets to beat the New England Patriots. In our next matchup, we have the 4-3 Atlanta Falcons going on the road into Raymond James Stadium to take on Baker Mayfield and the 4-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Atlanta has really been hit or miss this season. 1 week they win, the next week they get blown out. They're coming off of a 20-point loss to Seattle. And Tampa Bay has 3 losses on the year. They were 4-2 last week, but that's only because they got outplayed by a game Baltimore Ravens offense. So give me the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to beat the Atlanta Falcons. In our next matchup, we have the 5-2 Green Bay Packers going on the road into Duval County to take on the 2-5 Jacksonville Jaguars, who are coming off of a win over the New England Patriots in London. Green Bay just beat a game 5-1 Houston Texans team, albeit by a 2-point win. It was a win nonetheless, and honestly, Jacksonville has really struggled this year with the exception of last week. So give me the Green Bay Packers to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Up next on the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 8 show, we have the 4-3 Indianapolis Colts going on the road to take on CJ Stroud and the 5-2 Houston Texans. Both teams are coming off of suspenseful games. The Colts beat the Dolphins last week 16-10, whereas the Texans went into Lambeau and lost by 2. Now, Houston, I really feel, is the better team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and because of that, I'm picking the Houston Texans to beat the Indianapolis Colts. In our next game, we have the 2-5 New Orleans Saints going on the road to take on the 3-3 LA Chargers. And Justin Herbert coming off of a bad performance. He'll definitely need to rebound, whereas New Orleans' season right now is on life support. And I swear, when it comes to the New Orleans Saints, if they lose this game, I am not picking them again. But for this week, I'll pick the New Orleans Saints in an upset to beat the LA Chargers. In our next game, we have the 5-2 Buffalo Bills going on the road into Quest Field to take on the 4-3 Seattle Seahawks. And both teams are coming off of a win. Buffalo beating Tennessee last week, whereas Seattle beat Atlanta to finally end their 3-game losing streak. But I think Buffalo is poised to have a very good season this season, and I think Josh Allen is going to have a great game here against Geno Smith, as I'm picking the Buffalo Bills to beat the Seattle Seahawks. And in our next game, we have the 1-6 Carolina Panthers going on the road into Mile High to take on the 4-3 Denver Broncos. And honestly, Carolina, I'm surprised they even got their 1 win in week 3 against the Raiders, whereas Denver had played pretty good last week. And honestly, I think Denver's going to carry that momentum into this week, as I'm picking the Denver Broncos to beat the Carolina Panthers. And up next on the 2024 NFL Predictions Week 8 show, we've got Patrick Mahomes and the 6-0 Kansas City Chiefs going on the road to take on the 2-5 Las Vegas Raiders. And honestly, I don't think this is going to be a close game. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to use this platform to show the world what he is capable of. I would be surprised if the Raiders get anything on the board against this stout Kansas City defense, as I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the Raiders. In our next matchup, we have the 4-2 Caleb Williams led Chicago Bears going on the road into the nation's capital to take on the 5-2 Jalen Daniels led Washington Commanders. And I do think this is going to be a pretty good scoring game. I think both men, Caleb Williams and Jalen Daniels, are going to have multiple touchdown passes in this game. But I think Jalen Daniels has just been playing way too well right now in his rookie season to lose this game, as I'm picking the Washington Commanders to beat the Chicago Bears. And our next matchup is Sunday Night Football, as we have the 3-3 Dak Prescott-led Dallas Cowboys going into Candlestick Park to take on Brock Purdy, George Kittle, and the 3-4 San Francisco 49ers. And Dallas has been very up and down. They've been 3-0 on the road, 0-3 at home. And San Francisco has really struggled at home. They lost here last week to Kansas City. And honestly, I think Dallas will remain undefeated on the road, as I'm picking the Dallas Cowboys to beat the San Francisco 49ers. And now, Monday Night Football. The 2-5 New York Giants will be going on the road to take on the 5-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. And honestly, I think Justin Fields is going to have a good game against this Giants defense. And I expect TJ Watt to come in and have a great game leading the front seven for Pittsburgh's defense. I don't expect this to be a close game. Steelers fans expect a blowout, as I'm picking the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the New York Giants. And that was the 2024 NFL predictions Week 8 show. We have 16 games. I let you know who I think is going to win. I let you know who I think is going to lose. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. What's your favorite game of the week? Let me know down in the comments section below. And if you want to see some more of me, Nicky D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful day. I'm Nicky D. This is the Nicky D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.